If you've settled into quarantine, you've probably found a way to make peace with the whole situation. But if you're anything like me, there's moments where you do have flashes of emotion and you're looking for a way to manage your mood and your mindset. You might have fear, you might have anguish, you might have upset, you might have anger, rage. So you might be looking for some techniques to bring your mindset back to center, to manage your mood, and to restore equanimity. So by the end of this video, I'll leave you 3 techniques that will provide you with instantaneous ease in a healthy way. And you can use these techniques in the workplace to manage your composure and to navigate workplace politics with ease. But now more than ever, they're valuable in any setting. For the best strategies to future-proof your career and to continue to move it forward, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I post new content each Tuesday. I'm Christina dellisanti-Miller, a full potential realized, and I'm a career transition coach. I've helped hundreds of women to take their career to the next level beyond what they thought was possible. I think when we're out and about in the world, it's easier to change moods because you can move, you can distract yourself. I think when we're remaining in the same place, we need more intentional, structured tools sometimes to kind of change mindset. So before I offer these 3, I'm going to ask you, of course, what are your tools that you love to use? What are the things that are your go-to mood shifters? Please share in the comments so we can all benefit. Okay, first up, Sedona Method. That's a tool that I've used in the past when I used to work in investment banking, and it was pretty intense and I needed to sometimes stop ruminating over things that had happened. And I'm revisiting it now and it's so good. It's 5 questions. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about each of these 3 tools and you can go and learn to use them, but I want to tell you enough so that it's on your radar screen and you can find out more about them. You can decide if it's something you're interested in. So the Sedona Method is 5 questions, just 5. It's pretty straightforward. There's a book about it, which I'll put a link in the description. And there's so much stuff online. There's all these videos. The guy who is the main narrator, his name is Hale Dwoskin. He has a very interesting laugh, but very effective tool for letting go of emotion. So the idea is, you know how we say like, I am angry, I am happy? His perspective is, it's not that you are happy or angry, it's like you're holding anger or you're holding happiness as an emotion and you can just as easily let it go, right? And so the technique is 5 questions. What am I feeling now? Could I let myself feel those feelings? Could I let it go? Would I, and when? This is good to do it in a pair. You can ask yourself, but it's great for somebody else to help you with it and to remind you to use it when you need to use it. Do you want to have a release? Is the question that I hear sometimes from the hubster, and then I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. I would love one. So when you let yourself feel the feelings with full intensity, but just for a minute, because a lot of times we don't let ourselves feel the feelings and then they get absorbed into our bodies and then they create disease. Instead of either expressing them in a negative way or pushing them down, you feel them to the fullest extent and even magnify them, but just for a minute, and then you go on to say, can I choose to let it go? Kind of like this idea of dropping a pen. Would I and when? And you can say yes or no, it doesn't matter, it still works. And you keep repeating that sequence until the emotions come down. It's magic. So that's number 1, the Sedona Method. Method number 2. Method number 2 is the emotional freedom technique. So similarly, the same idea that emotions get trapped in your body when you don't release them. This is like an acupressure process. And again, tons of resources on the web. There's tapping sequences you can find. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can go to a central source, but there's tons of free information on YouTube and such. So the idea is that energy is traversing through your body through meridians, and just like acupuncture, you can use acupressure and hit the main acupressure points in a certain sequence, which helps you to release whatever stuck energy or whatever feelings that are unwanted and let them go, kind of get them out of your system. So again, you can go online and learn how to do it, but basically you're tapping your karate chop point while you're saying, even though I'm feeling upset, angry, afraid, I love and accept myself. And then you're tapping on a series of acupressure points. That's it. That's the whole sequence. A very effective technique, and done a few minutes every day, can change your whole experience. So if you want to learn more about that, again, emotional freedom technique, also known as EFT, also known as tapping. Third technique is the emotional guidance scale, which was originally in the book Ask and It's Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's 22 emotions. The scale of emotions, starting with joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation, which is the top one, going all the way to the 22nd one, fear, grief, depression, despair, and powerlessness. So your emotions will fall somewhere on this scale, and the idea is you don't have to jump from 22 to 1. You can just choose a thought that is higher on the scale, and that will improve your mood, and you can just move up a little bit at a time. And a way to improve from wherever you are is to think about something that you appreciate about the situation or the person. By being in appreciation, you naturally raise your emotion level. So these guys are a little woo-woo. They may be out of your comfort zone. If you're not comfortable with that, I'm fine with it. But they also have so many videos on YouTube, which when I'm really up against it, when I used to work in the city, I would listen, on really bad days, I would listen to them coming in and going out. And the premise you may or may not agree with, but I don't know that that matters. It will shift your mood. The idea that you're pivoting to something positive, and that's my go-to when I'm really super grouchy. So I hope it's useful for you if you feel comfortable trying it out. For additional strategies to take your career to the next level, check out my free checklist. And this is all about making sure that you are getting the best return on investment for the energy you're investing into your career. I'd be really interested to hear what you'd be interested to hear. So if you can leave me a comment below about questions or areas around taking your career to the next level that you'd like to see content on, I'd be grateful. Check out these next videos about taking your career forward. If you liked this video, please give it a like, comment, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and share it with your friends. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you next time.